The eyes are a very delicate part of our face. These are the eyebrows, the eyelids, and the eyelashes. They protect our eyes. Now look into this eye. The white portion that you see here is the sclera. This black portion in the center is the pupil. The colored portion is the iris. When we talk of the eye color, it is actually the color of the iris. Now, a dome-shaped transparent surface covers the front of the eye. It is like a protection to the pupil and iris. You won't be able to see it in this angle. So let us see the side view of the eye. Do you see the dome-shaped surface now? It's called the cornea. From this side view, can you see? The eye looks like a ball. The eye can be more appropriately called the eyeball. We can see only a part of the eyeball from outside. The rest of it is hidden inside the skull. The eyeball sits in a socket in the skull. This socket is called the orbit. Now look at this. Just behind the pupil is the lens. There is a small muscle attached to the lens. This muscle is called the ciliary muscle. It helps the lens to change its shape depending on whether we see objects that are close by or far away. We'll come back to this point in a while. The lens, together with its muscles, divides the inner cavity of the eyeball into two chambers, this small one in the front and this larger one at the back. This chamber in the front, between the cornea and the lens, is called the aqueous chamber. It is filled with a clear watery liquid called aqueous humor. The aqueous humor helps to keep the lens moist and protects it from physical shock. The largest chamber behind the lens is called vitreous chamber. It is filled with a thicker fluid called vitreous humor. It helps to keep the shape of the eyeball. Talking about the eyeball, it has three concentric layers: sclerotic, choroid, and the retina. The retina is the innermost layer, and it is here that the light rays come together to form an image. Sounds complicated? Don't worry. We'll talk about it in detail in a short while. These here are the optic nerves that carry impulses from the retina to the brain. The eyeball moves in different directions depending on where we want to see. Up, down, sideways, diagonally, you name it. This is possible because of 6 small muscles attached to the eyeball. These muscles are known as extraocular muscles. You can use your extraocular muscles to move both your eyes. But have you noticed that you cannot move each eye separately? They have to both move in the same direction at the same time in order to get a combined view of the image. This combined view is called binocular vision. Look at this gland here. This gland is tear gland and is responsible for the creation of tears. These tears are continuously produced in small amounts and they help to keep the eyes moistened, dirt-free and healthy. Excessive tears are drained from the eye through the tear duct. Friends, we have just been introduced to the names of the different structures in the eye. For you to understand the function of each, we must understand how the eye sees.